Younger people tend to progress much slower in life if they do not know these lessons. If you're finding yourself just feeling stuck in life, career, relationships, here's a concept that took some people 20 to 30 years to realize. This is, you need to expand before you can polish.
The older I get, what I'm learning about myself and my relationship with clothes, like when I try and do like fashion, it doesn't work. I always feel
when someone plateaus, they're usually trying to fine-tune small things that they already know. And the growth process isn't typically like what people think, a consistently upward trend. In every learning process, there's an initial expanding phase where you're just exploring and understanding how everything works.
I also like a flat bottom sneaker. I don't like it when there's like curvature at the side. It looks great on some people, it just doesn't look great on me. I weirdly feel like if they're a box fresh pair.
The polish phase is where you start cutting things out and figure out what are the things you actually want to keep. This means if you're feeling stuck in life, you might be polishing a little too early and not giving enough time to actually explore. If you have found this helpful, give this a like so I know to make stuff like this. Another lesson for why you might find yourself with a lot of bad decisions. This might be the reason. Our schools have conditioned us for the reward system. And I believe one of the worst things that can happen to you is using a reward and getting that reward too fast.
You know, not getting into drama school was a really good thing for me, I think, because I think you grow through failure and adversity, and at the time it was emotional and sad.
When we're motivated by rewards, we want to do the minimum to get that result. But the most valuable skill here is actually how to become a better version of yourself through the process. So we actually don't want to shortcut the process.
It feels great, but it's peaks and troughs.
Yeah,
and I know,
100%.
you know, there's always a trough coming.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
Yeah.
part of life.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting very...
The awards by itself doesn't really mean anything. It's only important because it's given to someone that's capable. However, another reason why we might be progressing a little slower than our peers is that we're missing a combination of skills.
My way at karaoke, you know? Yeah.
I've done the same thing.
Yeah, you do my way?
Yeah, I've done my way myself.
Yeah.
It always feels like the good end of the night,
Yeah.
big finish,
Wonderwall is the
karaoke.
best.
Having a good personality is great, but having even mediocre leadership skills plus volunteering experiences, that might open more doors for you. If you want expertise, you specialize, but if you want possibilities, then you want range. If you're also wondering what your personality might be potentially missing, I have another video on that.
I'm developing a taste for live singing as well, but I'd really love it to feature, you know, in my acting career more. I'd love to play some more roles that involve singing.
Putting all your focus on one thing might be dangerous if you can't be flexible later on. But you also will want to pay attention to this last one if you try to change, but then you failed over and over again. One of the big reasons why this actually happens is that it's actually much harder to remove a bad habit than to replace it.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because there's a danger with Instagram that you can, you know,
It can feed into
the
like,
negative elements of you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is because our mind constantly wants to focus on something. It is much easier to purposefully replace your screen time with drawing lessons, because every time you remove something, it creates a vacuum. If you don't control what you fill it with, then you might end up with another bad habit.
And I used to enjoy working there because I used to enjoy sort of the kind of back and forth with the customers and seeing regulars and having fun, and I used to sing in there a lot as I was working, but I was terrible and I used to burn a lot of things.
Be intentional about what you pick to replace the things that are in your life. So let me know what you think down in the comments and if this was actually helpful or not. And if you like this, you might like some of my other videos and they might pop on the screen and we will talk more there.